Hi, I'm Angela Nicholson, Head of Testing for Featured Photography Portfolio, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the Fuji X E2. Fuji has used the same 16.3 million pixel X-Trans CMOS II sensor and XER processor 2 in the X E2 as it has in the X-100S. This means there's a hybrid focusing system which is faster than the contrast detection system in the X-E1. It's not as fast as the systems in the likes of the Panasonic G6 and Olympus EP5, but it's still good and faster than the contrast detection systems in the average SLR. The continuous focusing system has also been improved, and rather than being restricted to the central AF point, you can now select points around the frame. Focusing also continues while the shutter release is half pressed. Provided that the active AF point is over the target, I've found that the X E2 can keep moving subjects sharp. Fuji has included its lens modulation optimizer in the X E2. This tailors image processing for the lens, focal length and aperture setting to optimise image quality and give better edge-to-edge definition. It doesn't eliminate all chromatic aberration, but it does a pretty good job and image sharpness is maintained into the corners. As before, the X E2 can be used with lenses with or without an aperture ring. This kit lens has an aperture ring, but the settings aren't marked. They're displayed on the screen on the back of the camera. When this switch is set to A and a shutter speed is set via this dial, the camera is in shutter priority mode. When the shutter speed dial is also set to A, the camera is in program mode. To use the camera in aperture priority mode, set the shutter speed dial to A and this switch to this option. Then use the dial to set aperture. Although the X E2 looks almost identical to the X-E1 and has the same high quality feel, there have been a few button changes. The AE lock and AF lock has been split across these two buttons, for example, and the Q button, which accesses the quick menu, is now over here. The 180th second point on the shutter speed dial is also marked to denote maximum flash sync speed. And over here you can see that the exposure compensation dial now runs between plus and minus 3 EV. On the back of the camera, the LCD has been boosted from the 2.8-inch 460,000 dot unit of the X-E1 to a 3-inch 1,040,000 dot device. This increase in size and resolution makes detail clearer. There's also focus peaking and a digital split image view to help with manual focusing. Like the X-E1, the X E2 has an electronic viewfinder, and although it has the same dot count, this one is better in low light. It provides a really nice clear view and is a pleasure to use. Fuji has given the X E2 Wi-Fi connectivity to allow images to be shared wirelessly to a smartphone or tablet via Fuji's free app. It's easy to set up and use, but it's not possible to control the camera remotely. The X E2 can produce superb images, but the JPEGs have a slightly restricted dynamic range, and out-of-focus areas are sometimes over-sharpened, so they have a watercolour-like appearance at 100% on screen. Fortunately, RAW files don't have either of these issues. Their dynamic range is high, and out-of-focus areas look natural. We've found that using Adobe Camera Raw to convert RAW files from the X E2 produces much better results than the supplied SilkyPix software, so I would recommend using it if possible. I particularly like the results that the X E2 produces in its black and white film simulation mode, when the highlight and shadow tone values are set to their maximum to boost contrast. However, it's helpful that you can shoot RAW files when using the film simulation modes, so you can have a full colour file to work on if you don't like the results. It would be nice if Fuji would extend this RAW file compatibility to its advanced filter options. I really like the X E2. It makes around 60 improvements on the X-E1, and although it's probably not the right camera for a novice, many enthusiasts will love it. For more information, take a look at my review at techradar.com.